Hello YouTube, this is Corman22 here, back with another 100-point Squadron build for Star Wars X-Wing Miniatures. Tonight I've taken a little bit of a twist on an existing build. I've taken the build Panic Attack, which consists of 3 B-Wings and a Y-Wing, 3 Blue Squadron pilots and a Gold Squadron pilot. And I've added my own little twist to it. I've kind of changed things around a bit to, I think, make it a little bit more effective in dealing stress and ion damage. Other than that, that's pretty much it. They're all a bunch of common pilots with low pilot skills, so they'll be able to all move first and pretty much all at the same time, which will allow for advanced planning, I guess. And they all have capabilities of dealing stress and ion damage. So, with that said, let's move on to the build itself. A simple build: 4 ships, 3 of them of one class, one of another. 3 of them capable of dealing ion damage, and the heavier one dealing more stress damage. We'll start with the 3 B-Wings I have here. They all have the same build, so I'll just cover them as if they're all one and the same. The first 2 pilots I have are Blue Squadron pilots. They have a pilot skill of 2. They fly the I forget the brand name, but they're the B-Wing Heavy Assault Fighter. They have an attack value of 3, an agility value of 1, a hull value of 3, and a shield value of 5. They can take on the focus, lock-on, and barrel roll action. They cost 22 squadron points. And they're able to take on assistance upgrade, a cannon upgrade, and 2 warhead upgrades. And they have no abilities because they're common pilots. But what they lack in ability, they make up for in numbers. This is kind of like a semi-swarm build because it consists of 4 ships. And all of them have cannons, and their cannons are an ion cannon. And they state they have attack value of 3, and they can be used at range 1 to 3. And they state, attack 1 ship. If this attack hits, the defender suffers 1 damage and receives 1 ion token, then cancel all dice results. So, the B-Wings are going to primarily be using their ion cannons to disable enemies from a distance, and then they'll close in and swarm the enemy, and then attack them all at range 1 with their primary laser cannons. Whereas we have the heavier ship of the 2, which is a Gold Squadron pilot, coming in and dealing damage from a distance. He also has a pilot skill of 2. He flies the Koyansar BTL Y-Wing fighter bomber. He has an attack value of 2, an agility value of 1, a hull value of 5, and a shield value of 3. He can take on the focus and lock-on actions, cost 18 squadron points, and is able to take on a turret upgrade, 2 warheads, and an astromech upgrade. He doesn't have ability because he's a common pilot, and not much else going for him aside from heavy weapons. His warheads, I've given him 2 of the same warhead because they both cost the same, and they are Flechette Torpedoes. They have an attack value of 3 and can be used at range 2 to 3, and they state, attack, target lock. Discard this card and spend your target lock to perform this attack. After you perform this attack, the defender receives 1 stress token if its hull value is 4 or lower. So the Y-Wing is pretty much going to be the one doing the attacking first. They all have the same pilot skill, so you choose which one will go first. The Y-Wing is probably going to be the one attacking first because he will be able to deal stress from a long distance thanks to the Flechette's ability. It's especially useful if the enemies have hull values of 4 or lower. I wouldn't recommend. Not recommended against larger ships. I would, however, if you want to swap this out for heavy weapons like advanced torpedoes with extra munitions, you can, or just regular proton torpedoes with extra munitions, because most large ships have hull values that are higher than 4. So especially the shuttle and the shuttle, the Slave 1, and the DT-49. So these would be rendered useless unless the B-Wings are the ones attacking first. And to ensure that I keep my Flechettes, I have a Munitions Failsafe, which basically states if I'm attacking with a secondary that tells me to discard it, I don't discard it as long as the attack misses. So it's pretty advantageous either way if you don't hit with the Flechettes, because even if they miss, they will still deal stress, which is perfect for getting your B-Wings into position and firing at them with their ion cannons, and then next turn having them turn around and fire their lasers at range 1. Same with the Y-Wing. So yeah, I would call this my Panic Attack Mark II, because the original Panic Attack has already been in the works, so this is Mark II. Advantages: lots of chances to deal stress and ion damage. The B-wings can deal damage from ion. They can deal ion damage from any range, from range 1 to 3 with their ion cannons, and then they can zoom in and close in on the enemy at range 1 and fire their lasers. The Y-wing is going to be dealing stress to any stragglers, or of course to the enemy ship that manages to get away from the B-wings if their ion cannons miss. The munitions failsafe will make it so that it will be more advantageous if the Flechettes miss, because if they miss, they will still deal stress, and you still get to keep the secondary. Disadvantages: the Y-wing, not that many green maneuvers. It only has, I think, a straight ahead 1 and a straight ahead 2 green. So if you deal it stress, or if you do a stressing maneuver like a hard turn 3, or a K turn at 4, then, or a straight ahead 4, then it's going to be pretty difficult to get rid of that stress while staying on your opponent's tail. Same with the B-wings. They also have low agility. They only have an agility value of 1, and the B-wings are susceptible. They're not quite as susceptible to red maneuvers because they have slightly more green maneuvers. I think all of their speed 1 maneuvers are greens, and their speed ahead 2 is a green, so it has the same amount of green maneuvers as an X-wing, but it's actually, it's hard one maneuvers are reds, and its straight ahead 4 and its banking 3s are also red maneuvers as well. So they have more red maneuvers than the Y-wing, but they also have more green maneuvers as well. But so it'll make it easier for them to stay on the enemy's tail. Other than that, that's pretty much it. So yeah, this is my Panic Attack Mark II. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Any constructive criticism is greatly appreciated. If you like, you may use this build for any competitive or casual play, or if you want, you can tweak it or revamp it to your own specifications. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Corbin22, signing off.